Okay, now that seems to be working, I believe. I'm not sure. Okay, now it seems to be working. Okay, yeah, that's rough. Okay, so I've been doing everything and talking and did not real for the last hour and 13 minutes. I have been talking and was not paying attention to OBS and realized that my mic was not working. That's a rough time there. Okay, so that means everything was turned off for whatever reason. Oh man, that is rough. Oh man, that is a rough time. Let's see, because that means everything else. Oh man, I don't even know if you guys can hear the. Give me 1 second. Okay, yeah, so my desktop audio isn't working either for the game. Oh, what is going on? Okay, yeah, so my desktop audio isn't working either for the game. Let's turn that down. Well, this is probably the most awkward thing that I've ever had happen to me. I've literally been talking this entire time, and you guys couldn't hear me. Trying to get the audio to work on the desktop, but it's not allowing it for whatever reason. Okay, let's desktop audio properties. Okay. That's still not working. Alright, well, you don't really need to. I'll work on the desktop audio later. So basically, I have went through everything. So at the very beginning of the live stream, if anybody watches this, which is basically pointless me continuing, the very beginning, I was fighting the. Sorry, writing stuff down so that way I can crop this and save it as a video. I was fighting the ground soldiers, the sentinels, and the arachnid robot sentinel on land, and I ran into the bug where it was you get to the 4 stars and it stays there. Even after you defeat all of them, it doesn't automatically go to the 5th star. It just stops and it bugged out. So I got this the starship, went to space and redid the entire thing, did the freighter battle, It gave me the capital ship AI locator, and it took me to another star system to look for the ship, and then we got that C class that I just sold for 35 million. Wow, that sucks. All that time, and I was explaining everything, and you guys couldn't hear me. The starships the one that I picked up that was a C class, they are system based, meaning that if you go into one of the systems and you find a starship, you can't just like reload a save, and that starship is going to reload to a different seed. It's going to be that same type of starship for every single one that you find on any of the planets within that system. So you have to go to a whole new system that says desolate on it, which I'll explain that again. So, or not desolate, dissonant. So like this one right here, underneath the name, it says F6 / dissonant. Any system that you see that has that will have a corrupted planet. But from before the 4.2 patch that they just released this morning, and from what I can tell now, if you go to a system that says dissonant, but it has no life forms, you will not be able to get a ship there. It will send you to another system that has life on it, like it did with the freighter battle that I had, to get the starship. So it will either say water like that, where it says 18 light years / F9 / water. That just means that that system has water on it, or it will be blank. It won't have anything on it. Like there was another dissonant there. There's a dissonant there. That's pirate controlled. I wonder if that one's any different. Water, 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 water. See if we can find one real quick that doesn't have anything on it. Another dissonant. So the dissonant ones are pretty easy to find if you just look around. The ones that don't have anything on it are a little bit harder, it seems. Like this one right here. It shows the 651 light years away, the K1, and then it doesn't show anything. So there's no water on that, and on any of those planets. Let's see how many it has. On all 3 of these planets, there won't be any water whatsoever, and there won't be any life. So you just got to find one of the systems that says dissonant, go to it, and then let's switch the ship here to be flying in this guy. Since we're hunting sentinel ships, we'll be flying in a sentinel ship. Then you will find a planet that says dissonant on it. So I should have done this planetary scan. That one's not one. This one probably will not be one. High sentinel activity, that's not the one that we're looking for. We're looking for corrupted sentinels, like that one right there, where it says corrupted sentinels, that's what you're looking for. Nothing that says aggressive or high sentinel activity. You want the one that says corrupt sentinels. So what we got is this echolocator. This echolocator is going to allow us to find a abandoned settlement, basically. That's how you get the multi-tool and the jetpack. So let's get down here close enough. We'll go ahead and slow down. Okay. Let's go ahead. Resonate that. And it should point us in the direction of the harmonic echo. Here we go. So now we will just go to this. Oh, it was super close. Probably didn't even have to use it. This will take us to the abandoned little settlement here. Now there's a few things on here that you need to look at. So these little wheelbarrows here will have harmonic scrap in them. You can get pretty good stuff. Obviously, I just got residential goop. That's crap. Suspicious packets of goods. That's pretty much crap. Multi-tool expansion. So that's a good one. That's probably crap as well. Just depends. We'll see. Viscous fluids. It's crap. And warp thrusters. Okay. And then you want to talk to this guy. Another. That's a good one. It creates stuff for your freighter missions. Pockets of sentience left behind. Let's feed it some lost circuits. The third. Now, whatever I was explaining previously before I realized that I didn't have any audio, this is a binary code, and it's telling you the order. So it's the first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, all the way up. Binary code. And these, I'm not going to run it for anybody so that way they can figure it out themselves by doing all of these. But I've gotten all of them but 6. And it's a pretty good little story that adds into there. Kind of hints at something. Nothing in here. Just a down galactic terminal. And then this right here kind of looks a little familiar. Kind of. I guess you can just go through that. Kind of looks like the space station core, if you really look at it. So the multi-tool is over here. I'm not going to run that because this little guy right here gives you some story. We'll look at it here in a second because you have to access it to get one of the new weapons. The rifle here is one, and then there's obviously the blaster. That's the other. But it's harmonically sealed. So what we have to do, let's go to the harmonic interface. Harmonic lockdown and process. Rejected, rejected, rejected. So input override glyphs. You have to know what glyphs to put in, or else it's not going to work. You don't know what glyphs to put in. So what you need to do is scan the memory registers, and it'll give you a math problem. So like 10 plus 6, 16. 5 plus 4, 9. And then 3 plus 4 is 7. So 16, 9, 7. 16, 9, 7. What you need to do, 16, 9, 7. 16, 9. And from what I can tell, you do not need to put these in any order whatsoever. They can be in any order as long as you have all 3 of the numbers. Then it'll give you 3 other choices. You can deactivate the multi-tool seal or locate a dissonant spike. The dissonant spike will lead you to another starship. Don't worry, you can go back into, you don't have to pick one or the other. You can go back into the mainframe and choose a whole nother, you can choose to unlock the multi-case, or the multi-tool case. The terminal has ceased its digital whaling. I am permitted to access the camp system. Deactivate multi-tool. Accord. Harmonic seal. Deactivated. So now you can come over here. Multi-tool. Claim the new multi-tool. Ooh, got lucky. A-class. Look at that. So obviously, whenever you buy it, it's going to be broken. So you use the new Sentinel elements to repair them, or I don't know if the repair tools will work. We'll try. We're going to go ahead and claim this. Did we claim it? Because it's still there. I should have used my ion batteries. Okay, yes, that does protect us from the storm here. Yeah, swap multi-tool. Select. Oh, it's bugged out there for a second. Let's try that again. Is it swap multi-tool? There we go. Okay, so now let's look at this multi-tool. Okay, so what I'm going to try, let's see, summon freighter, because I think I have some repair tools on here. At least I think I do. Like I have all of this here. So let's put all of this in the starship. This is from all the testing. I can sell those. I'm going to worry about this stuff right now. Not going to organize it in my storage containers. I thought, oh, here they are. Repair kits. Let's put those there. Get rid of that junk. Get rid of that junk. Get rid of that junk. Freighter. Starship shield module. Dismantle. Dismantle. Okay, so sell that. Freighter. Okay, so we have these now. We have those. Let's put that in the starship. That in the starship. And that in the starship. Let's install this. Let's move this down here because it has no use. 309 seems to be the best here. It's 313 for now. 314. So we'll leave that there for now until we get more slots for like this and stuff. Okay. Here's my starship. Oh, this has the coolest cooldown. Whenever it overheats. Oh, let's. Okay, before I get sidetracked. So we cannot. Does not seem like we can use this. The repair kit can be applied to in place of the normal requirements. So it does not work. Yeah, so you have to use that. Okay. I mean, that's not too bad. It kind of sucks that you can't use the repair kit on that. But it is what it is. So we'll just go ahead and repair all this stuff real quick. Just to get it out of the way. And almost there. That's why you save all this good stuff. All this stuff like the heart you get from destroying the big spiders. The Atlantium is the small little crystals, and then you have the shards, which are the bigger crystals. Those right there, but you need an advanced mining laser to mine those. You can. So like this hijack laser is your mining laser. Bulk caster, you have just basic scanner and analyzer. It's weird I don't see any supercharged spots. But the advanced mining, let's go ahead and install this. Chromatic seal. So that way we can mine the big guys here. So you can mine. I don't think I'm doing any damage there. So this is the Atlantium. Just crazy fast with the. It's basically like Jason Play says, the oxide. The little blue crystals on the ground. You can just eat these things up. You don't really. These are mainly used in just repairing stuff, from what I can tell so far. You don't use it in anything else. But these big guys here, these are the let's look at this guy first. Repugnium. All these random numbers. Give him some Atlantium. The 6th. Okay, so I already have that one as well. But these guys, this is the shards, and you'll need these for obviously repairing stuff and probably in the future updates whenever you get upgrades for these. There's the overheat. The overheat's so cool. The top just opens up. I think the animations on this is just amazing. Like the little cylinders there just bumping up and down. Got the little thing that rotates. Let's get a better look of whenever it overheats again. Just like opens up. It's cool. I think it's awesome. All right. So now, microprocessor. Okay. So we've been here. We got the multi-tool. After you do the terminal the first time, it will give you the ability to go to the um, appearance modification and change your appearance for the new jetpack. I will do that here in a minute so that way you guys can see it if you haven't already seen it. Alright, so it gave us the location of a new starship. Gives you this little icon here. As you can see, it says destination spike coordinates. It's in 1 hour. Well, not really. It's like 20 seconds. So let's go over here real quick. We'll look at this. I'm pretty sure, I can't remember if we left the system or not, but it's going to be that C-class one that I had already sold. Yeah, so it's the same system. So little C-class little guy. So we'll go through this whole process again since for whatever reason my mic was off earlier. So again, this is grayed out. These are not. So these you have to take out. You're cleaning the ship because it tells you that you need to clean the ship of all parts. So this hyaline brain you need because you need to turn it into a harmonic brain, just like right there. It says the brain rejects the control of an outside entity. A harmonic brain is required to pilot the override process. Locate the brain in the inventory tab and then probe it. So we'll find it, it'll highlight it for you, and you probe it. It'll give you a location to an ancient site, which is basically just an alien monolith. But instead of giving you lore for, say, the Viking, Korvax, or Gek, it will allow you to basically change the brain's mind about you being an enemy, an anomaly, and it'll trust you so that way you can fly the spaceship, the Sentinel ship. So let's go over here. You'll see it's just the monolith here. These things are just agile. Oh, also, I was muted earlier, so as everybody's mostly found out, these bad boys hover. The only spaceship in the game that hovers. What is that? I don't know what that is over there. Is that a observatory? I think it is. But the only one in the game that hovers, so it's going to be super easy to mine if you need to mine or whatever you're trying to accomplish. Yeah, so we've already been to this one, but we'll do it again. And learn your words if you haven't already learned your words. I've learned all my words, so I'm not worried about it. Go ahead and change my multi-tool back. Yeah, it's like glitched out for whatever reason. Alright, this ancient site stirs as I approach. Sound scraping against stone. Warmth radiates from the Hylian brain within my pack, as though in response. The mind of the ship child is interlocked with the hive. Current instructions: seek and eliminate anomalies. In mesh archival sentience with surrogate entity. Let me take a drink. Sorry. Hydrate. Mouth is dry. Present the brain. I fumble with the ship's brain, almost dropping it as it glows unbearably hot in my hands. The pain radiates far beneath my hands in unearthly heat, a heat that melts glass. Its circuitry shifts and then grows still. The brain seems to accept my presence now. Then you will get the harmonic brain. As you can see now, it's docile instead of volatile. So now we should be able to take the brain, return to the salvage site, and complete the pilot interface. Installation is required to prevent pilot rejection. If you read it, read what it says, it basically states, that is creepy looking. What are you? You're creepy looking. Alright, so I was going to see where that is. Oh, there it is. Yeah, it's in the observatory. Thought that was another site, but it's just selenium. I forgot what I was saying. If you read it before you get the brain, it basically tells you that it will either reject you, the starship, the Sentinel starship will either reject you or consume you. And that's pretty dark. So you either have to, make sure that the brain trusts you enough to pilot, or it'll reject you from the starship or consume you. So let's go ahead, sharded from the atlas. Give it the brain. B class, not bad. We're going to claim the ship because we're going to get rid of it anyways. That's how you get it. That is how you get it. Rocket launcher, sentient cannon. Oh, whatever I was also explaining earlier as well. So you can still dismantle these, but you have to have one weapon in here at a time. Captain Steve had told Jason Plays in his live stream. So like if I were to, so I can dismantle this, I can dismantle this. But if I was to move this and store it, I can no longer dismantle this because it basically leaves my starship without a weapon. So you have to have a weapon at all times, no matter what. No matter what. Oh crap. Also, these. So like if I stored it and then tried to apply it to a starship that is not a Sentinel starship, it will not work. Unlike with Sentinel starships, you can still apply regular starship upgrades. You cannot give a regular starship a Sentinel upgrade. It will reject it altogether. You also cannot install, as you can tell, a teleport receiver to be able to teleport from a distance. You cannot install those on Sentinel starships. I thought that was kind of interesting. Let's go ahead and take a look at this floating boat, basically. I have not seen anything like this on the Reddit pages yet. I haven't seen anybody with it, and I have not seen it in any of the Discord groups that I'm in. Let's go ahead, go to the space station, and not hit my freighter here, and sell this bad boy off. And also clean up our inventory a little bit, because our inventory is a little clogged with this. And I'll put this back in my freighter, because we know now that repair units do not work on Sentinel hardware. Alright, let's sell this guy. Get it out of here. And like the C class was 35.5 million units. This is a B class. I wonder how much we're going to get for this. And it did say its name was Hope. But then right down there, you can see that it says recovered. So I don't know if it like changes its name. That says like a little Greek symbol Y, Hope. And here it says recovered, and then the little Greek symbol looks like a 7-0. Then up here, whenever I go to salvage it, it will more than likely have a whole nother name as well. 54 million units for a B class. So okay, it does have recovered the two little Greek symbols. So claim scrap. Claim scrap. 54 million units, just like that. Not an issue. I already claimed that one, so let's go ahead and see if they have any other upgrades. Nothing. Okay. I did not reload those, and I'm not going to worry about it. Encrypted. Encrypted. That was a little buggy there, wasn't it? Nav data, nav data, nav data, and nav data. Okay. Another thing, like I said earlier before, I realized that I was muted. I wish Hello Games would allow us to switch our ships. Because we can't in a space station. You can on an anomaly. So I wish Hello Games would allow you to do it in a space station as well. It only makes sense. And then another thing, like Jason Plays was saying in his live stream yesterday, if Hello Games added like you have buy and sell, if they had like a trade option here for only trade commodities, like these right here, where they're only good for trading. That you can't use them to upgrade anything. You can't use them to like make anything. They're only trade commodities for people that RP like merchants or like just traders. So let's go ahead and sell some of our crap that we don't need, like this. Just a component is useful only as scrap to be sold at a trade terminal. So instead of going through all of this trying to find what we have to sell and what we don't have to sell, we would just click trade and it would only show our trade commodities. So that way we could just sell them off because we don't need them. Be just a nice little quality of life update there. So that way I don't got to go through all of this just trying to find it. Okay, so I guess instead of flying back to my freighter to change my ship, we'll just take a little teleporter here, go back to our freighter, so that way we can change our ship out. And I will work on my next stream getting the desktop audio to work. I don't know why it's not working. OBS updated. I had an update anyways, and I did not think to look before setting it all up. That's the reason why, like, the first hour and 13 minutes of this, I'll put a comment down in the comment section on a timestamp on where to go in order to go through all this stuff, so that way you don't gotta sit through an hour and 13 minutes of silence and nothing being explained, because the title clearly states that I'm explaining everything. But yeah, evidently I got a bigger planet now. Oh yeah, the wonders. I gotta show that off too, because that's something I found super cool. So now, if you look, you can add to wonders the Z button, or Z, whichever you're from, Europe or United States, wherever you're from, the Z or Z key. You can now add certain things to wonders. Even like, I don't think I've discovered any fauna on any of these, or basically anything. Yeah, I haven't. But you can press Z and it'll add it to your wonders. You go here, planet records, like this one, Stone Sigma, largest planet, 139.2 KS, whatever that is. You can go down to personal records, and you can literally put it in, and then name it whatever you want. So like view discovery, I can show you this stuff right here, and then you can add personal animals to your discovery, like flying bats, flying sandworm, whatever you want to add. Like I think it was a cool addition. Just something to make it more, I don't know, like personal. Something that you can go back and look at. It's like, oh, I remember this planet here had that fauna, or for whatever reason, like you can still see it's like the weather is irradiated storms. It's got interstellar gamma source. Like it's just cool. You can see all the information about the discovery. You can continue to rename it after you've already named it, because after you upload an animal, you can't change the name of it. It's just there. So like this one right here, you can rename and upload. But as soon as you upload it, you can no longer rename and upload it. It's stuck. That's the name that it is. I think that's cool. I wish they would change it though to where you can rename stuff just in case you accidentally just upload something and you didn't mean to upload it. You wanted to change the name first. Okay, so we already found the ship in this system. So that ship will forever and always be the only ship that you can find in this system there. The coordinates at the bottom, the glyphs anyways. So the boat ship, the shuttle-looking hauler sentinel ship that I just traded in, will be the only ship that you will ever be able to find in this system, no matter what. The ships are system locked. You can't reload a save to change the seed. It will always be that ship. Now you can reload a save to change the multi-tool. So like if I go back to that site, if I would have saved it and reloaded the save, I could have gotten a class blaster, the Star Wars blaster looking gun multi-tool. So let's go ahead and get out of that. Let's change our switch stock ship back to this guy. I'm going to what did I have? What did I buy? Starship Shield module, hyperdrive module. We'll go ahead and install this for just, some giggles, just to give us some extra shields for now until I can get a better one. Not worried about hyperdrive because I don't use starships for hyperdrive anymore. Why is this broken? Oh, that got broke during the scuffle at the very beginning. They started damaging all of my stuff. That's the only thing that's broken. Yes, it is. Okay, good. Okay, good. Ion battery. Okay. So there's that. So we've discovered how to get the starship. We figured how to find the system. We figured out how to find the planet. You got to find the desolate system. Then you got to find the corrupted sentinel planet, not a high security, not an aggressive sentinel planet. You have to find a corrupted sentinel planet. Then you have to get either by chance run across a broken down starship, finding a abandoned settlement by chance, or you can get your 5 stars on foot, and it will give you the echolocation for the abandoned settlement to where that lighting glitch is driving me nuts. Let's get out of here and I'll continue explaining. Yeah, so to get to the echolocation, and then it will show you where the down starship is, or you can go in space and do the freighter, the mini boss fight, and it will give you the AI item that you can use to probe the location of one of its interceptors that it had lost previously, and it'll take you to a downship. Those are the only 3 ways that you can find it by chance. The Sentinel, or 4 ways technically. The ground forces, the freighter by chance, and then by the settlement. Those are the only 4 ways that you can find it that I'm aware of so far. Um, then once you, of course. You know what? Let's do it. Yeah, no. We're fighting this, buddy. We're fighting this one out. Come get some. Come get some. About to eliminate you from existence. Ah, get out of the way. My guy doesn't get out of the way. There we go. Here's one. Ooh. Let's get him out of here too. If my guys can stay out of the way. I didn't even hit him with that. Not like locking onto him. Oops. Get him out of the way. I gotta take off that auto aim. It is killing me. Because every single time I try to get the, try to reposition, it automatically, like, jerks me back to him. I'm not trying to summon them. I wanted to get rid of them. Dismiss squadron. There we go. Okay. So back to what I was saying. So the 4 ways is by chance, the abandoned settlement, getting a 5-star cleared on the ground, or getting the 5-star cleared up in space by defeating the freighter. Those are the only ways that I have found so far to find a downed ship. The only way that you can find the jetpack, which by the way I forgot to do, the only way that you can find the jetpack is by finding an abandoned settlement. And doing the little riddle, the math problem with the glyphs. And then that's the only way that you can also get the multi-tool. You have to do that as well to get the multi-tool. The jetpack you will get on the first successful attempt on the terminal. It'll just give you the item. You can't just apply it there. You have to go to an appearance modifier. It tells you that to change what you currently look like for the giant jetpack. I'm not a big fan of the jetpacks. Once they added the capes, I was dead set on these capes. The Outlaw cape is amazing. I am on the wrong side. I love the capes. The new geometric cape that they will be adding as a Quicksilver item, and then the Gek costume as well, the cow, where it has basically the cape and the hood together. Will be cool too. So like I don't think they already have it in here. I don't think. Let's see. Eggs, boots. Okay, so they don't have. I don't know if it's going to be under head because, like, with the. What is it under? Is it not body shape? Is it the head? Yeah, so I don't know. So if I go to Gek, yes, and then head, I don't know if they'll have it under. Oh, is it right here? Yeah, the spawning cow. It's been right in front of my face. So they're adding this, and that will be a Quicksilver item. I wish it would let you preview it, though. That'd be cool, so that way I can show it off for you guys. But that will be a new thing where it gives the Gek like a little hood. That then, if you add the cape, any of the capes, it kind of makes it look like this, where it's like together, where the hood and the cape is one piece. But let's go ahead and show you this thing. It is just massive. It's huge. It does not look like it fits on anything. It makes you look like you're Batman. You're walking. It looks like you're gonna poke somebody's eye out with this thing just by like getting too close to somebody. Like whenever this guy gets out, just standing too close to him or walking by him. Looks like I'm just gonna like poke his eye out just by walking past him. It does look pretty cool though with the jetpack. It comes out of like 4 different little streams there. 2 on the bottom and then the one on the left and the right. But me personally, I just like the capes better. That's just me. Which one is it? Outlaw cape? Yes. Yes. Okay. I just like the outlaw cape better. That's just me. So the multi-tools, I've went over the multi-tools, how to get those. I went over how to get the ships, the different variations, stuff like that. If you have any questions, please leave a comment. You don't have to like the video because I know that like Jason Plays and Captain Steve and Zane's World, they're the No Man's Sky guys, and their videos are way better than mine. Will forever be way better than mine, and they know what they're doing. They've been around and done this a lot, so they know how to do this correctly. Their outputs are better. Uh, Overall, just better streamers. I highly suggest them. I'm experiencing extreme frame drops right now. Just looking down, I think it's the particle effect down there. 'Cause if I look away, it goes right back up. I think it's just the particle effect from. Look back down again. Yeah, from the landing pad. The little smoke that's popping up there, it's destroying my frames. 13 frames. And if I look up here, all the way up to like 300s, and I'm using a 3070 Ti. Just a particle effect issue. But other than that, I will in the comment section, I'll put the timestamp on where to go to watch the rest of this video. It's just an hour long, basically. Not even an hour. It's like 47 minutes long that I described everything because I messed up the first time, so I had to go back over every little thing. But thank you guys for watching. If I did inform you on stuff, please send the information on Reddit or on your Discords. Let them know how to do it. Spread the words that way people know how to do it to continue playing the game, because Hello Games has definitely had a major comeback from the very beginning to now. They've done so much for the game, and and it's all for free too. Like so many updates for free because they realized that on release they did not release what they promised, and everybody was super hyped for it, especially for an exploration game in space being first of its kind. That's not Star Citizen. That's basically a money grab and a scam. But other than that, thank you guys for stopping by. Hopefully I can see